Okay. Have you started, Bhagini?
Yes, Bhagini.
Namaste Sarvebhyah. I welcome you all to this Sanskrita Bhasha Praveshaha, the day 6th session from Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam for teaching you all the basics in Sanskritam. Shubha Sayam, Swagatam, everyone. We start with the prayer. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gururdevo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Para Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Patami Samskritam Nityam Vadami Samskritam Sada Dhyayami Samskritam Samyak Vande Samskrita Mataram. In the last session we had whatever we had covered, we just do a Punasmaranam, that is revision. So we learned the importance of the phonetic language Sanskrit, where the Shravanam and Ucharanam, the listening and speaking are more important than the written Lipi or the Lekanam. So Bhashanam versus Lekanam, the importance was dealt in detail. So we also knew when it comes to Shabdaha, the Ucharanam is very, very important. And what all dosha we can see when right and wrong pronunciation also we saw at length. And then we started with the Utpatti Sthana, Sthanani, which where the letters originate in the Sthanam and the Prayatnam. So Utpatti and Sthanam can be always put together with the point of the origin of the pronunciation for the language Sanskrit. So then we also saw how to group the lesson, the letters. Like we took vowels first. So we did as like Hrasvaha, Dirgaha. Then we also had a Ayogavaha, the support vowels. So that were all done in the earlier session. We have got adequate Maukika sessions like Abhyasa Vargaha and oral for them. They have taught you how to write the Lipi, how to read and how to pronounce also for the vowels. The next classes we have taken, last section, the Vyanjana Vidhaha, how to group the consonants. Like they can be grouped as Vargiya, Avargiyaha. Vargiyaha are grouped Kavarga, Tavargaha, Tavargaha, Chavargaha, Pavargaha with Anunatikaha. And we also had Avargiyaha. The Avargiyaha again can be subdivided into Antasthaha or the semi vowels, or the Ushmanaha or the Soshmataha, the aspirates. So then we had another classification of Karamritu Vyanjanani, the hard consonant. The first and second will become the hard consonant, and the 3, 4, 5 become the Mridu Vyanjanani or the soft consonants. Then we also classify them into Alpa Pranaha and the Maha Pranaha. Maha Pranaha are the aspirates, ha, with that sound ha, bha, kha, ha, dha. So with the aspirates. Whereas Alpa Pranaha, they are very, very effortless. Amba, pa, ka, cha, ta, nga. So they are all very, very soft, non-aspirates. So they also then we have done enough of homework. Thank you all. You are really actively participating and continue that. Unless you do an active participation, it is very, very difficult to have a continue to understand, because as it is, you have seen from the first class, now the 6th class, more of Sanskrita Shabdaha are being used. That means Bhashanam, Lekanam, Shabdaha, Ucharanam, Doshaha, Utpatti, Thanam, Prayatnam, Swaraha, Vyanjana Vidaha, Vargiyaha, Avargiyaha, Antasthaha, Ushmanaha, Soshmata, Karamrudu Vyanjanani, Mahapranaha, Alpa Pranaha, Abhyasa Vargaha, Lekanam, Ratanam, and Grihapataha is Homer. So you must know all the Sanskrit words slowly so that you will be able to answer the questions and get your doubts cleared also. So we have seen all the Vyanjana Vidaha, but again I am doing a Punarsmaranam because I want you to revise it. And we started with the Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nga. So that is called Kavargaha. We did it. Then Cha, Cha, Ja, Ja, Nya, Kavargaha. Again, you can see the second letter needs more effort because it is both a hard vowel and a Mahaprana. Whereas the Ga, De, and Ja, there are Mahaprana, but that much of effort is not required. We'll be seeing Ha, Ha, Cha, Ja. Then comes the Ta, Tavargaha, Ta, Ha, Da, Dha, Na. Tavargaha, the tongue rolls up onto the hard palate. Then comes the softer than that. The tongue starts from the teeth, front teeth, inside the teeth, and then they go on with the tip of the tongue. Da, ha, da, dha, na. Tavargaha. So it is more of a from the tip. Then we have pa, tha, ba, bha, ma. Again, here, Pavargaha. Here I told you that this pa should be, it is ip plus that ha and the akaram. So the lips must close, not like Hindi. Hindi, you say ha, you just open the mouth and say ha. No, it is wrong. Here should be ha. So the mouth should close and then open for the Pavargam. Then ba, bha. Here you can see the bha is open. Here there is the Shiroreka does not touch. There is a gap between this part, whereas it is closed in ma. So be very careful when you write and read bha versus ma. Ma is an anunasika of this pavarga. Then we have ya. Before that, these complete the Vargiya Vyanjanani because each Vargaha contains 5 letters, 5 Vyanjana. The 4 of them with the Anunasika. These 5 are the Anunasika. So each Anunasika will follow the base consonant. The tongue plays everything. Only thing is that nasal tone. That na, ma. So the Anunasika, they follow the nasal tone. So these are the Vargiya Vyanjanani. I want you all to revise all this because again in revision we will have to have this again. Then we have the semi-vowels or the Antastaha, Ya, Ra, La, Va. That also we have covered. Then we have Sha, Sha, Sha. Shankara, Shashti, Saraswati. These are called as Ushmanaha. And then we have the Ha, that is an aspirant. So they all belong, these are the non-grouped, 8 of them. They are called as Avargiyaha. So we have covered all of them in the last class. This was only a Punasmaranam. I am not going to ask you to repeat any one of them now. I hope you have all made your revision thoroughly. Please concentrate on where all they originate. The pronunciation. Ka is from Kantaha, Cha is from Talu, Ta is from Murda, Ta is from Danta, and Pa is from the Oshta. And you have mixture of other places of origin when you add with the other letters or other vowels. Suppose you take a Pa, though it is labial, because it ends with a, whatever is for a, Kanta also, it becomes Kanta, Kantoshtam, it will come. So you must know all that. Be very thorough how you pronounce them. Now, we'll take you out to. So, we only taught you about Ka. Actually, I wanted to know only Vyanjana. pure consonant doesn't have k. It only has ik. There's a downstroke. Halanta we call them. Every letter we have a downstroke for all these letters. Only then they are the strict consonant characters. But we cannot use any strict consonant character without a vowel following it or without another consonant following it with a vowel. We cannot have them in our and for a meaningful sound. Ik, ik. It's very difficult to teach. So now I want to teach you vowel marks in the Devanagari script for this. Udaharanam, supposing you say a word Ramaha. It is we say in English as Rama, R-A-M-A, Rama. And Aha, of course, it comes only in Sanskrit. But here, again, it is further split into Repaha, vowel, Anunasika, Pavargaha, A, vowel, Swaraha, and Visargaha. And I tell you, this Visargaha, you cannot copy separately. They put a dotted circle here. That is to say, it will have some Vyanjana. Ka, that means ik will become kaha, ich will chaha, it means taha, e means yaha, e plus a plus ha, yaha. So it will come with all the Vargiya Vyanjana with any vowel. It will not come with ik and ha. Ik is not there. All the vowel, a vowel added to a consonant, then only the visarga can be added. These visarga or the one on top, the dot on top, the both of them cannot come on top of a simple consonant. You cannot have im. If there is a dot on im, it's mum. It is not im alone. You have to read it as mum. So there is no consonant with a halant. The downstroke here can have a dot or a visarga. Always visarga will go with the full gunitakshara only, with a vowel only. So with the vowel it adds. So Ramaha. Whereas, so how many letters are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters are there for Ramaha. So this is the correct way of writing. In next class, we will give you homework to split the words and to also add the split words and add them form a proper shabda. So it will slowly will introduce all that. Ra. Ra means what? There is a repaha and there is one vertical stroke alone. This is called as a vowel mark for a. So for im, for a, only for a, we remove only the downstroke. We don't add anything. The downstroke is removed from im. Then it becomes the ma. So we'll teach about all that. R plus a plus im plus a plus visargaha is called as Ramaha. Now, so, but in English, you just put the R, then A, then M, and A. Probably we put some R as capital and small letter. Otherwise, there is no difference in at all Rama and Rama. There is absolutely no difference in any alphabet. Whereas here the alphabets undergo changes. The R undergoes that it loses the halant and one vertical stroke is added for A. The Im also loses the halant and when A and Visarga is added comes as Maha. Maha. So you have to split and so it is not there because Sanskrit is a phonetic language. So for phonetic language, all of them, even in Tamil is a phonetic language. So in English, the alphabets in English undergo no change at all. They just, that is why some Ramaha can be read as Rama or Rama or Rama. Anything can be read in English, but not in Sanskrit. So now I'll talk about halant. See, this is the halant. There is a small letter here, ik or ing or ich or inj or something like that. Then a downstroke you add, it is called the halantaha. Then we have these letters of each consonant group is formed through the base letter. This is the base letter. Ik, ich, it. This is the base letter. Adding to that, a vowel will give you another letter which can be used in a word. So they are pronounced like ik, it. That's all. Then if you add, they have a slanted stroke below. I told you about halant. When you see this, like sometimes Praptavan, the in the end, not like in Hindi. In Hindi, if you put a na alone, you can read it as kalam. Whereas in Sanskrit, it will be kalamaha. The praptavan. It won't be praptavan when with simple na alone. You have to have a praptavan with the down. The na will have a downstroke. Otherwise, it will never become a halant. So halantaha, the root letters always have this downstroke. Then we have Punitakshara. So when I tell this cannot be used in any sabda unless it is followed by another vowel or another consonant and vowel combination. You can use udbhava. You can write u with a downstroke and bha must be there. So unless there is a ba, just ud alone won't be there unless some letters like avyayam or halantam or praptavan. Some of them they may end. Otherwise, they don't end with the halant letters at all. So we call what we call as normally in between the among the set udbhava, unless you write udabhava, you cannot write. You have to put not like Hindi, like what do we say kalam. We say the last end or supposing gulmaha, then the middle letter becomes automatically a vyanjanam in Hindi, gulmaha. But whereas in Sanskrit, it doesn't come that way. Unless you have a downstroke, it is not a root word or a base word or a vyanjanam. So otherwise, in the middle of the sentence, they have to be added. If they are added, can be added two ways. They are added with a vowel. They are called as gunitaksharaha. That then only they become the gunita, full, complete akshara. See, this is only ik. Ik. With the downstroke, it is only ik. So you want to add them. All the vowels are displayed here. So you add the consonant with the vowel, any one of them. Then you get a gunita aksharaha. So ik plus a. Ka. You see, for a, you are not adding any matra. So only you remove the halant, the downstroke. Then we have ik plus a. Ka. See, this vertical stroke is added to represent a. Don't ever write ik and a in a word. If I ask you, partha. Don't say pa plus a. Don't write pa plus pa next that a. If next to pa, you must put this vertical stroke. Only then it becomes ka. So you add this matra letter to make the ka. Just like Tamil. I will teach you. So, this is the matra letter for ik plus e. Ik plus e, ki. So you put the ka. Then you add this matra letter ki. Then you put ki. So you don't put arc on top of ik. What happens? It becomes irka. So don't put the arc there. You put you draw a ka and write ki. That is called ki. Then we have ku. For the same way, you always remove the halant. Don't keep the halant. No matra letter will have no consonant with the gunitakshara will have a downstroke. If you put a downstroke for ki here, it is wrong. You cannot put. You have the minute you make it a ka, automatically the downstroke disappears. For all the other vowel matras, a, e, everything, you have to remove the downstroke. Remember, ku is with plus u, ku. Then ku. Remember, ku is like an ear, like a question mark, going to your right side. Ku is the question mark turning to your left side. Do you remember? If it has come back to the back side to the left, it's ku. If it goes out and goes away from you onto the right side, it is ku. Again, the kru is again, you are taking a k and putting a c there. Kru. For kru only you put inverted 3. Can you get it now? For kru, it is you are always remove the downstroke, add a small c down, skr, and if you add a inverted c, it becomes kru, inverted 3. Then a. we all know A is from A plus E. So K is a stroke on top of the Shiroreka. So now only we are starting with the one stroke above this line. All the letters have this line. So no akara, a matra up to rikaram. There is nothing on top of this line. Can you see? There is nothing in top of this line up to the rikaram. Only in rikaram there is something added to the bottom. For A and I, you are adding one stroke up for A and two strokes up for I. So, Kairmaya Saha. Don't read as Kairmaya. K is one stroke. Kaihi is two strokes. So, K, Kena, Kena, Yarala, by whom? Kena. Kaihi, by whom? This is plural form, Kai. So, this is two stroke is Kai. Kai, Kei, Kai, Kai. Then we have Ko. Ik, they remove the halan. You add the O. You put a Ka like, and then you put one stroke up. You forget this up stroke. It reads as Ka. If you want to say Krodaha, it becomes Kradaha if you don't put this stroke. Don't put this stroke. It becomes Kradaha instead of Krodaha. Whenever you want to put a Ko, you must put a upstroke, one stroke. So, but if you want to put Kau, Kaunteya, so you must put right a Ka like Ka plus Au. This is the matra Au. So automatically, if you add a Ik, then Au. Actually, you are adding only to the Ik, but the downstroke Agachati, Gachati. So Au Agachati, Ik, the halan Gachati. It goes out, but this Au is taken as there's one line and two strokes upward. We have seen all this. That is why I put this slide. We saw in the last class, but for want of time, we didn't continue. So, see now, A added to Ik gives you Ka. A added gives Ka. Ki added Ki. E added Ki. Who added Ku. Who added Ku. R added R. And R added Ru. Kru. 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 Then for Lu also I have written here Klu. But it is not there for you. Most of the words won't come with Klu. And A will be Te. I will be Kai. Ko. Cow. Many people write cow, kaunteya. They say kainteya. So it is very wrong. Kai is without this one vertical stroke. It is with ka, with e. I mean, ik plus a plus e is kai. But this is ik plus a plus u, cow. So you must know the difference. So you must know the matra letters. Ka, ka, ki, ki. See, I am not changing the Mahaprana at all. It's an Alpa Prana. I am taking the Gunita Akshara with only Alpa Prana now. Ka, ka, ki, ki, ku, ku, kru, kru, klu, ke, kai, ko, cow. There are no klu, there are no ye. There is no o in Sanskrit. Now see, you can see in Tamil. Because unless you compare, see, this is the halanta we taught you in Sanskrit. And this is the corresponding, see, the ik is like this. Ik. So, if you want to convert to ka, what do you do? We remove the dot. The dot above we remove, then we get ka. Ik plus a gives you ka. So, in Tamil also, there is no matra vowel for ka. Do you understand? Just by writing, supposing puttak, sorry, pakkam, you put ik, then you want to put ka, pakkam, you put remove the dot alone. You tell your child to say pakkam. So, you remove the dot alone, it becomes the first matra. So, that is why in any Vargiya Vyanjana, anything, the ka, kha, ga, gha, nga is only the the halant removed, the downstroke removed, and it just remains plain. That is called as the a. Then in Tamil we generally say கால் வாங்குறது. ஒரு எழுத்து கிட்ட இக்கோட புள்ளி எடுத்துடணும். எல்லா இடத்துலயும் இந்த இக்கோட the dot is removed. Can you see? No dot here anywhere. So you just take the dot, like we remove the galant stroke also in the Sanskrit language to add this matra. This is the diacritics we call them. So ka, there two a added. Ik plus a is ka. Then ik plus e. Unlike in Sanskrit, here you get the doubt. In Tamil, e is this side. Whereas in Sanskrit, this is e. Don't get confused. That is why I say in Karmendriyani, you are already Karmendriyani. It is not Driyani. Okay? Karmendri, sorry, the other way you read. Karmendriya. If it is there, Driya, you say Driya, you are reading. Because you are used to seeing in Tamil, this side, the hook-like structure is ki. It's a hraswa. Because for ki, we have just a small one. Whereas in Sanskrit, e is on this side and e is on this side. That's the difference. And for u, in Tamil, we have like this u, ku, or sometimes if it is ik, we have this comes like this also, ku. And for ku, you put one, like two, like next to the ka. So the same way in Tamil also it is. For ye, we put what is called otta kombu, only one suri kombu. One suri you put a round circle and then take it a. And this is a, rendu suri. So that in Sanskrit there is no this one. You only have one long a alone is there. Like that for I we add one, like this we add one thing. For o we add one thing like this. And see the same way in Tamil we add one a and the kal. So for o you would a and the kal. So and au and aha we always put only the aha. We don't write if you want to put aha, ahdu, we put a. We write this a, we put ich and tu. So similarly we don't have There is no in Tamil. So why I showed you this one? These are called the vowel marks. These ones are called the vowel marks. Unless you learn all these vowel marks in Sanskrit, you will not be able to write all this in Sanskrit. Okay? So now, this is a vowel mark we taught you. Now, there is nothing, no change. I told you here also nothing is added. Here also nothing is added. Then we have you are adding. You write the Vyanjanam, like remove like a ka, means only keep the remove the downstroke. There is no downstroke here. Just write the Vyanjanam, the consonant character, put one line here. Connect them with the upper line. It's called ha. E. This is the vowel mark for E. This left side. Unlike in Tamil it is on this side. Whereas in Sanskrit it is on this side. Then E. Here E is on the right side. So this is the important thing. All these dotted circles may be, it can be Ika or Cha or Pa or Ta, you can write. If you write Pa, it becomes P. If you write Ta, it becomes T. If you write Na, it becomes Ni. So, Dra, it becomes Dri. So whatever you write here, it will become the long form. Who? Who? So for who, you must turn it to this side, and who you turn it to this side. R, you put only a C, and R, you put inverted 3. Then A, you put one stroke up here only. This line starts. All of them strokes will be above the horizontal line. You don't add anything else. You just put a horizontal line. You put a stroke there. Is called A. I is 2 strokes on the above the horizontal line. O is 1 stroke above the horizontal line on a vertical stroke. Here for I, for A, there is no vertical stroke. It is only I, A and I. But O and O, you have the vertical stroke on which that 1 or 2 strokes respectively stand. And we have in Sanskrit For we just write the letter and put one dash and put one dot. Then for aha, we put two dots like a semicolon, two dots here. In the next to that letter, here, next any letter you write, can be ik, ika or cha or ta. Remember, never put a downstroke when you write for visarga and anuswaraha. Must be the first matra, a matra, kavargaha, tavargaha. So, ka plus im is kam. Ka plus aha is kaha. You cannot have kum, ha. We cannot say that. Kaha, kam, kaha. So, similarly, we can have kam. You put a dot over here is kam. You put a dot over here is kim, kim, kum, ku, krum, krum, came, kaim, kom, kaum. Like that. Can also have kaha, kaha, kihi, kihi. When you say kaha and kaha, the ha need not be stretched at all. Visarga will be only in the ha. Kaha, kaha. You put these two dots next to this. Here you put kihi. Don't put a dot in the left side. Only always after the letter. When you write ki, it is a ka with this matra. That is called ki. So kihi, kihi, kuhu, kuhu. So always on the right side only, you must write the visarga. Always on top only we said anuswara. See? Matraha. You don't put the visarga here. Matraha. So always you put the visarga. See the traha. It's not itr. Tra, traha. Itra only adds with the aha. Becomes traha. So this is the way we add. So you must know these matra kala. Very, very, very important for you to know how to write and read Sanskrit. So, see, I repeat again. A, I, u, u, r, ru. Till this, there is nothing on top of the line. Nothing except the E alone is there. But in the matra, they only get a hook. Nothing else there on top of the line. Now, when you go to A, I, O and O, you have one stroke added, two strokes added, one stroke added, two strokes added with the vertical stroke. So, this is how you must remember the matra. Then for aha, nothing is there. So, just on top of the letter kam or tam or pam or cham, you put one dot on the ka, cha, ta, pa. Whereas for aha, you put kaha, chaha, taha, taha, paha. So you put next to the letter. The ta means it is it plus ha. So next, because I told you that these two support vowels cannot be added only independently on their own. Okay? So the differences for matra letters. These are the matras we add in Sanskrit. But in Tamil, these are the matras. They are different. Whereas in Tamil letters, E, there is no matra. Whereas here in Sanskrit, for E, you have a matra. E, A, E is there. If you add it, this is there for vowel. These vowels, E, A, and O, do not have matra shapes distinctly like in Sanskrit. They change with everything. For example, you all know ki and T and P, or then you take another letter like T. They are all different. T will be the ta you write like an L. On the horizontal line only the T, that curve is added. Whereas for key, on top of the curve is added. So for E, the stroke changes place. Whereas in Sanskrit, for all the letters, the E will be only from the top of the letter. There is no other change for the matra shapes of Sanskrit. Whereas there are lot of changes for other letters of Tamil. So people who know Tamil will know it. So it is easy, no? For Sanskritam, you can know how to add because there is no change. If you remember this one, then you can remember very well. So now I am practicing ka, ka, ki, ki, ku, ku, ke, kai, ko, kau, kam, kah. Now, kha. There is no, only the halant is removed, is a ha matra. These are, they are all gunitaksharaha. You must practice kha, kha, ki, ki, ku, ku, ke, kai, ko, kau, kam, kha. Ga, this is a Mahaprana. Ga, sorry, this is Alpa Prana, but Mridu Vyanjana. These two are Kara Vyanjana, these are Mridu Vyanjana. Ga, third letter. Ga, you see next to the Ga, there is one more vertical stroke. You don't put this, then it becomes only a Ga. So remember, that's the problem. Karmani, the Na has the Ni here. See, next, there are two lines, you must not confuse. If you start from here and go backwards, it is Gi. But if you start from here and go next, Gi. Don't start from this first component. This is wrong. You cannot start from here. You must start only from the vertical stroke. So that is Gi. Gu. See, I am starting only from the vertical stroke. The line which touches the fourth line. There only the matra starts. Gu. Ge, again, it starts not anywhere else. Starting only from the vertical stroke of the letter. It is going backwards. And Gai, again on the vertical stroke, two lines. See, now you know the difference. Go is from the second vertical stroke. It is Ge, this first vertical stroke. Whereas in Gai, Go, it is the second vertical stroke. Similarly, Gai, it is from the first vertical stroke. Ga becomes Gai. Whereas Ga, it is Gau. So it is from the first, second vertical stroke, you have two. This will be confusing for letters with a vertical stroke already in them. You may not get difficulty with ka or ka or ga, but you may get difficulty with ga because already there ga, na, like that letters like which already have one letter with them. Definitely you'll have difficulty writing ga, gi, gi. I see some people writing gi here from here. Then what happens is one this doesn't don't go anywhere. So the ga is a full letter. So you only start from here, this point. That is the correct way to start. So the second vertical stroke only you must start. So gu, gu, only from the vertical stroke which touches the fourth line. Ke, gai, go, gau, gum, gaha. So the gaha also, after the ga, you put two dots. Don't put anywhere in between the front. So gum also don't put on this. Try to put in the center, or sometimes if you are right, you will put here. In center also you can write. This is the print. So you can put like that. No problem. Again, if you write a gim, then don't put here. Don't put the dot here. Put it here. Gim. For gim also don't put it here. You must put here. Gim. For game, it must be here. Gaim, it must be here. Gom, it must be here. Gaum, it must be here. Do you understand? You must know to write. That is why I am giving you also in your homework. Write the entire series of all the letters so that you will know to add the and aha. Where to start. You must know where to write. You cannot write here, here. Anywhere you like. Bagini, this is a big line. I can write anywhere. Don't think like that. It has to have some code. It has to be only after this, the second or first vertical line, whichever line is there. Only after that it must come. Here also it must be here only. Cannot be here. Then gha, gha. Ghi. See, I am having Mahaprana. Ghi. Gu. Gu. Ge. Ghai. Go. I always write this line, then put here. Don't write ga. Then you put one here. Then you put this. You'll forget. So always finish this part. Then you draw the Shiro Rekha. Then you go to the stroke. You will never forget. You want to write gau, you will take your gha. Then you do the next vertical stroke for ga. Then you put the Shiro Rekha. Then you put two strokes. Gau. So if it is the two dots here, it becomes gau. So gum. Gah. Write ga. Then put two dots. Gah. So if you put one more stroke, it becomes gaha. So gaha. Gihi. Hihi. Guhu. Guhu. Ghehe. Ghaihi. The I will become like a I. Gihi. Hihi. Gaihi. Kairmaya. Kaihi. Maya. Hi. It is not gai hai. Don't say hai. Don't say this is gehe. Go, go, hu, go, ho, go, hu. Go will become like a ho. Ge, go will become like a, he, go, ho. But gai and gau will become like I will become gai, hi, go, hu. Don't say go, how. It is not go, how there. Go, hu, gai, hi. You must know to pronounce with the visarga. Next class, you will have a ratanam of all the visargas will be written, you will be asked to recite them. So now we have some special letters in Sanskrit, and some of them have come into Tamil also. You know, ksha. It is ik. Actually, a kh should be there. K. Ik is a Mahaprana. Sha. Sha is again the Murdanyad. Sha. Sha. Shashti. That's sha. Ksha. Shra is again ish plus ra. So again, you have to know in Tamil we have done shra. We don't have this word here in Tamil. Similarly, nya, jnanam, jnanam, jnanagamya, jneyam, jnananyeyam. The nya. It is even in English we just put these letters for transliteration. JGYA. It is a nasal tone. Nya. Don't say guna, gune, gune. Many people pronounce because it is from ga and na. Inji and ij and nya. They put there is no such letter in Tamil. I'm just trying to put it an equivalent. It is not like that. Because you see a G here, some people put guna, gnanam, guneyam. It is wrong. Ajnanam, Agnyeyam. Like that it must be pronounced. So it is difficult. They can all be used without any other Muritakshara. They can be like Ksha. It is Ik plus Ish plus A. It is Ish plus Ra, R plus A. This is Ig plus In plus A. So these are all used in many places, whereas the L in the capital L is called La. We don't have this in Sanskrit in our usage. It is in Vedic Sanskrit. La, I told you, don't say Mangalam, Mangala Slokam. Don't say that. You must say Mangala, Mangalam, Sumangali, not that, Sumangali. It is Mangalam. No La, Prahlada. Don't say Prahlada, Prahlada. No La. La is not there in Sanskrit. So these are called as unique letters, special for. I will ask you a question there. What are the unique letters in Sanskrit? Ksha, Shra, Nya. This you would have seen, no? Shri, Shri Ramadayam. All of you write Shri. So Shri, everyone knows. Shra. So how it is formed? K plus Ish plus A. It's called Ksha. See the second K. Ik plus Ish plus A is Ksha. Ish plus Ra is Shra. Ny plus Ij plus nya. Ja, 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 nya. The same anuswaraha are taken. It's called nya. But it is not there in Tamil. So this is how they are formed. This also I have asked you because you should know how they are formed. Otherwise, you will make mistakes. So now knowing the special letters, we will go to other letters which are all called. I told you no. When they are joining the always, it cannot use only with consonants, characters. They're called consonant characters. Halantaha, ik, ing, ich. You cannot make meaningful words. So that's why we call aksharaha will have either will be a swarayukta aksharaha. That's called vowel based letters. And a vowel is a jiva for any shabda. If I want to say ka, it is easy. Ik. How can I speak? I cannot add two. Can I add two? Even in English, there is no letter without any vowel or at least y. Other than that, you cannot have any sabda, meaningful word cannot be formed. See, even in English, based has two vowels, A and E. Letters, it has got E and E here. So, akshara, A and A. And A, you cannot write kshara. So, can I write without a vowel? We cannot write. So, the vowel is the jiva for any language. So, you must know. Only thing is, in English, you just put VOWEL, it becomes a vowel. But in Sanskritam, you have to add them with the matra letters or the vowel marks to make those letters. So when you add a consonant to another consonant and another vowel, they are called as Sayukta Aksharaha. Sayukta means they are joined. Sayukta means joined, but a non-vowel based combination cannot produce any meaningful sound. For example, even if the sha, we just say iksh, akshra, I cannot say. Of course, akshra we can say because there is a ra again. I cannot say aksh alone. It won't akshka, it won't come. It won't come. So it cannot produce a meaningful sound. So unless if it comes in the end, if you say, supposing I want to say a word, supposing Rama or supposing Bhavan. So Bhavan, if I write, if I put a na, I can put a halant there, only the downstroke there. So I can use it there in the end with a like a halant itself. But I otherwise all the two consonants cannot be used without adding any vowel to them. So ultimately, any joining letter, Sayukta Akshara, it must be added to a swara for producing a meaningful sound or a shabda. So, whenever I say ig plus na is gna, you must take it for granted. Ig is the consonant, half matra, and na is in plus a, is 1.5 matra. Gna means just 2 matras. Ig plus na is ig plus in plus a. I'm not going to keep on repeating in the further classes that na becomes in plus a because you must know that it is two letters for even for ksha, ik plus ish plus a. So there is no letter used mainly without a vowel. Non-vowel base will not produce meaningful sound for the shabda. So when you are going to form a Sayukta consonant formation, I will tell you 2 or 3 consonants can be joined. Like kritam, yujjasva. So uttishta. You are getting 2 consonants or 3 are joined. But the third two, so the second or the third consonant will have a swara added to it. It is automatically a gunitakshara. Right? So the final consonant for producing meaningful sound will be a swara. So there's always the final consonant is added to the vowel of producing a meaningful. This is a standard basic rule. Whenever you want Viktam, all of you know, the first half of the Samyukta Akshara only is repeated. Okay, like for example, Tasya Prapnoti. Tasya Pra, that Pra is Ip, R and A, but Tasya Pra, we only take the first half. Ip alone we take Tasya Pra, the P alone is taken twice as the consonant. Whereas for making a Samyukta Akshara, for a meaningful sound, we need to add the vowel to the second consonant. For Dittam, you read the same consonant is repeated twice. For a samyukta akshara, the vowel is added to the second consonant of the samyukta. So, udaharanam, there is a ip, halanta, there is a r. So, pr, halanta is there, pr. I cannot use it in any word unless I add one more vowel to it. Ah, then it becomes pra. Prapnoti, praptavan. We need to use a vowel. See, prayogaha, pramanam, prapnoti, praptavan. Like that. So you need to add a vowel. We cannot use only like this. Pr alone cannot be used without adding a vowel in any shabda. Pra, pri, pro, pru. We can use, but pra cannot be, pr alone cannot be added. Ultimately, the last letter has become a ra. Ip has added to the Gunitakshara. That's how it is. So, consonant plus vowel. So, there is a consonant, there is another consonant, there may be one more consonant also. Ultimately, you'll have a vowel. That last vowel, that consonant which adds to the vowel will automatically become a Gunitakshara. So, in other words, we are always adding the consonants one or two to a Gunitakshara. That's how we must understand. Whatever, how many ever two consonants or three consonants we add, ultimately there is a vowel at the end of that akshara to produce a meaningful sound of pra, pra, pri, anything. So you remember this rule. The conjunct consonant formation is very, very important for a beginner. Otherwise, if you don't know this, how it is formed, you will not be able to read properly. So this is, for example, how the conjunct form. See, I said gna. This is gna. You take this. It's a conjunct consonant. Samyukta akshara. So there is ig. The halant is there. Ig plus the na is written because it is in plus a. The second letter is a gunita akshara. So one halanta with one gunita akshara can give you a sayuta akshara. Gna. In Tamil I put ik 3 is g. It is not g. Mahaprana. Gna. Gna. Okay. The second is ig plus gra. Ir plus a. Repaha. Gra. Agre. Yadagre. Yadagre. You write no. The gra and then you put on top stroke. Gray. Gna. Gra. Like that is ha and la. Ich plus il plus a. Kla. Prahkla. You call it prahkla. Prahkla. This is kla. Even in Tamil, you see only the first letter is a consonant. மெய் எழுத்து. The last letter has become a குணித்தாட்சரா or the உயிர் மெய் எழுத்து. உயிர் இல்லாம நம்ம உடம்பே கிடையாது. அதே மாதிரி உயிர் எழுத்து இல்லாம எழுத்துக்களுடைய யூனியனே கிடையாது. There is no joined letter without a vowel the end of it. Ich plus ya. Ya is again e plus ya. It's குணித்தாட்சரா. Sha. Sha. Vihaya. Sorry. We can say grihasya or isya. Ihya also you can find. Mukhyati. Mukhyati. Ihya. It is ihya. There's no plus here. Ihya is called as another joint letter. So this is how the conjunct. So samyukta akshara or a conjunct character represents a syllable made of two or more consonants from the basic set added to a vowel to produce a meaningful sound. Gna, gra, kla, hya. Gna, gra, kla, hya. So, side by so now you can ask me how these are all side by side. Something is a downstroke, one is within the ha itself, and one is taking another side. No. So there are four ways I have seen. See here the half consonant and the na is next to it side by side. And here inside itself it has come the repa. When you put a ra, comes inside itself. And you put a la in for a ha, inside the ha, you get another la. It can be na or ta or pa or ma, everything comes here. Grinhati. The na comes here. Hya. The hya, e starts from here in this big, from this downstroke, and then it goes like this. So you may ask, what is the methodology? So I will teach you. There can be consonants side by side. You can attach them side by side. For example, you have a consonant, is and ta. So is there, it and a. So you can put next to next ta. Can you see? There is a half consonant. Remove the vertical stroke. It has become s, ta. So this is how you must write. Don't put like this and put a ta there. It's wrong. This vertical stroke goes away. Only then the half part of it, the horizontal stroke, then the ta is added. It is called the ta. Then you have the ta, va, kam, ta, ik and ya. Again, this half of the ik goes away. When there is a vertical stroke here, the next part of it next to the vertical stroke, it goes away. And the ya is full. Then we have ta. Again in ta, the vertical stroke goes away. Only this part of it is there, and you put a tya. This is tya. Ahatya. Hasta. Hasta. You write like this. Ahatya. Then guna. I told you, the vertical stroke goes away. Wherever there is a vertical stroke, it is going away. If there is something, the vertical strokes go away. If there is some other extra structure on that vertical stroke, that structure alone goes away. When you add them as a consonant, how formed. You must know this. If you know this only, you can be able to read the letters. It's not a full list. Whenever you form a Sayuktakshara, the Gunittakshara is added to the half removed. That is why you get only half matra, no? It is removed. Then you have a Vya. See, the vertical source it has gone there also. Vya. So only this part is retained and here is added. Vya. Kya. Again the vertical stroke goes away. No doubt all the downstrokes go away. Don't ever put a downstroke for any of them. Because it is a Samyukta Akshara, don't put here downstroke, downstroke. It is not there. See, you must not put a downstroke anywhere. So, Shya. Then is Bhya. Bhyasa Varga. The Bhya. So, you know how it is formed. Bhya. So, Ib, the first vertical stroke is removed and put a Bha, half Bha, and add a Ya, Bhya. So, these are one way of forming, keeping them on the side to side. Then there are one below the other we can form. See, Ikka, Vakaya. You put a Ka, remove the halan, and add another Ka down. In Tamil, right, we put like this, Pakkam. But in Sanskritam, you write below. There is a Ka, and you add another Ka. Not only Ka, even if it is a La, it is a La, Kla. Like Akchedoshyamadakhyoyam Akledoshoshya evacha Akle. Akle, you put ik and la. The book will say Akle. That's why you find it difficult. Because you don't know how it is formed. The ik will take in a la. The ik can take some letters. So the k is one of them. The la is one of them. Kla. So that is how it is formed. One below the other one. Below the other. Then we have another one. Nga. This you know, Angani. Pankajavalli. If you put I read Pankajavalli, I sometimes put Anuswara there. But this also is correct. Pankajavalli, Inganga. Anga. Bangam. Angam. The Inganga. Very many you can know. Inga is the English one. See, there is an ing. You remove the halan and then the down throw. You put the ga. Again, don't remove the side dot. The side dot has to be there for Anunasika letter ing. Remove this dot, it becomes a dga. It is not inga anymore, it is idga. Please, 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 the side dot should not be removed. Only with the side dot, it is ing. Inga. See here also you put inga. You don't put nga, kaka, ngaka. You put ikka, inga. So this is inga. Then idba, id. The first full letter is id, and the ba only is added. Don't write the first the ba fully and put id. It is not correct. Idba. Because you remove the stroke, you add the ba down here. Idba. Udbavaha. Uddha. So Buddha. So Madhavaya, Madha, Madhava, Bhava, Madhava. Okay, Bhagavad Gita. You put the id and the ga here, and on top you put a Gita. Bhagavad Gita. The id can take the letters ba or ga, anything. So Bhagavad Gita. Buddhi can take another dhi also here. Id, the dha. Whatever the second letter will come down. The second letter will come below the first consonant. Don't write the alternate way. Don't put the da below the ba. Then it becomes ibda. Don't put that. You must put the second letter below the first letter. Then we have here. Just it goes and sits below this ta. Always here is a confusion. You don't know whether this goes there or that goes here. But actually the format is the first Vyanjanam, then only the second Vyanjana with the full Akshara, Gunita It, ta, it, ta. So, idba, it, ta. So, these are the ways. Siddha, Buddha, Siddha, Siddhya. Siddhya, again, you put one more ya here. Then this id also becomes Vyanjanam. The id is a Vyanjanam, the ya is a Vyanjanam, half consonant. Then the ya comes here. Siddhya. That is a three-letter Vyanjanam. So, idha is, this is Vyanjanam, halant. This is the Gunitakshara. You get a idha, siddha, siddha, siddhihi. You put siddhihi. Don't start from here. This is wrong. You must put from here. Always, whatever is that upstroke, whatever letter touches that part, then from there only the second, the final upstroke which touches the horizontal line, from there only siddhi, 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 siddha, siddham. So all that will be like that. So if you want dham, siddham, that im will be here. Siddha be like here. So must be careful when you write. Join them one below the other. You must know the rule. The first consonant will remain the same. Remove the downstroke. The second consonant will go and it's not a consonant, the Gunitakshara. The Gunitakshara will go and attach to the first consonant, which has got its halant stroke removed. This is the way you must write these letters. So you will also get questions on some words, identify the words which have this. Of course, some Sanskrit typing lipi, they don't, the typewriters cannot have. So they put ka on halan and put a ka. Vakaya, you put va, ik, ka, ya. It is accepted. Vu, id, ba, va. But that time below the id, the down stroke is put. It is one more way of writing. Dva. Sometimes they put a d, then va, but forget not to put the down stroke. Because this is a problem with some Sanskrit typing lipis in the print. So this is the correct one. Uddvaha, Uddva, Urdhva, Urdhva, Urdhva. We put this the and put va. Urdhva Mula. So this the you put like this the, and then you put the va here. That becomes the Urdhva. You don't put the vertical stroke. Whenever a letter has a vertical stroke, that has to be removed when you make it as a halanta. So these can be represented side by side also in a different convention, but don't forget the downstroke. Want to write them side. Don't, when you practice writing, practice this way only. When you write in a pencil or pen, you have some lipi giving in a computer keyboard. These are the commonly given as side by side. We'll show you that later. Both are not wrong. Now we have one more thing. 3-letter sounds like Sayukta Aksharaha, 3 letters. So, again, how are they formed? So, Swa, Utswam, like Kritsnam, like that, Utswa. So, Istva. So, both.
Adi, can you give me your Hindi handwriting?
Can you? Yeah, I can't tell in Hindi, I can tell in English. I cannot because I don't know Hindi. Shamyatam. So, it becomes, please don't talk now, be mute. The it becomes, it loses the vertical stroke. The is also loses the vertical stroke. Any letter has a vertical stroke. So, it is, and the va alone is a Gunitakshara. So, it is Ibu plus A. So, the halams will go. So, it is va. It's swa. It's in Tamil. So, it's swa. Swa. Then, the lipi is same for Hindi also. Vashneya. Krishya. Can you please keep in mute? Somebody, can you help me? Volunteer. Please mute the devotees. Ish is losing the vertical stroke. In also loses the vertical stroke. And ya is a Gunitakshara. Ishniya. Actually, I'm sorry, this is the capital N. Ishniya. Vashneya, we say no. Vrishni. Vrishnya. Like if there are 3 letters, ish in ya, it means ish written. Always you remove the vertical stroke when you want to join the halanta to the next Gunitakshara. Can be 2 letter or 3 letter, rule is same. Only the Gunitakshara will remain as it is. The a or a can be even it's wa, it's vi, it's wo, it's vaha. The Gunitakshara can be any form, not only a. Can be for simpler thing and put a, otherwise can be va, vi, wo, ve, anything. But the third letter is always a Gunitakshara, a consonant added to a vowel. The other two will lose their one vertical stroke is lost. If there is there, if only letters which doesn't have vertical stroke will have some other form. Yuktya, this is very common, no? Yukta, yukta we say, yuktaya, yuktayaha. So, it, yuktaya. It's actually put as triya, it's wrong. Triya means it comes down so here. It's a taya, yuktya. There is an ik there, there's an it there, and a ya there. Yuktya. So, this is the yuktya. Again, here, the first half, the first half remains, and the second, and we write it as a different form. The ta goes here as a thing, or in pencil, if you write, I put a ka, stop it here, and then put a it, and then put a ya. So it is different. I will show you this special letter. Iktya, how to write, we discuss in the next class. Then ikta. So inkta. See again here in is lost. That's why inkta. Inkta. So spelling mistake. Inkta. Inkta. So taya, triya, putya. Ya. Again for r, you cannot remove half, no. So always the r will become in the conjunct consonant, it will come here below. The half is there, and this is for tr. With and r, they say they join tr. Then yeah, this is a difficult letter. All these are difficult 3 letters. We'll teach you later. We will not teach you now. Each one of them for completion I put, they can also be 3 letters, but definitely we'll teach you how they are all formed in the next session. So, see how the ra and tra are formed. So probably if I put that chitra, the it and ra becomes tra. If there is this tra, if it has to be used as a tr, then this vertical stroke goes. That is what you saw in the previous slide. From the tra, the vertical stroke has gone. So that is how you must write. tatra, kutra, patram, pushpam, patra. Pushpam, you put half ish, the vertical stroke goes, and you write pa, pushpa, patra, patra, gra, vyagraha. Again, the vertical stroke is there, but because it is ra, whenever you want to add the ra, to keep the vertical stroke, you don't remove the vertical stroke, you do act it here, on the side, down stroke, put a gra. That's why we saw, no? Agre also, the gra was put down. Tra, when you have a circle letter, we don't have a vertical stroke letter. This is a letter with a circle. So, the ra becomes like a inverted V. You put like this. This is tra, T-R-A, it plus ra. The halan goes away. The ra is absorbed like a home, like a inverted V for letter which are curving for ta, tha, and da, dha, nga, you don't get anything. For letters which have like ending like this. Then we have, see, which is a three letter. Ish, ra. The ish, the vertical stroke goes. For it, the down stroke goes, and it is standing like that. And then the ra added like a inverted V. Stra. Like damstra, damstra, tra, ishtra. Damstra means the teeth, the row of teeth is called damstra karalani. I had lot of difficulties getting this word damstra. Da is alpa prana, ishtra, the ish is murdanya, tra. So damstra karalani. My teacher was so patient to teach me damstra. Damstra. Da is effortless. Da. Imstra, dam. It's dam. It's an anuswara associated. Da. Damstra. So Ishtra is very common. So you must know it. Arya. So whenever the ra comes next to a vowel, on a vowel, ya, on ya, it will take whenever there's a vertical stroke. See, this is the ir after the, before the ya. It is for ah. So you cannot put arya. You cannot put ra here. Put here, it won't come for ya. So arya. So you put an R. The ra. These are all how the ra adds to the letters. For ya, arya. So arya. So this is the if you put next to that ayar, ayara, it becomes ayar. So the next, always whenever the ra is for a, if you want to put r, then the ra will always go as an r on the next letter. For partha, how do you write? You put a pa, then you put a tha, then you put a ka, partha. You must not say pathar. It is wrong. It is partha. Whenever you see the kar, it is a ra. Just be before, it should be spelled before this letter. So, arya, karya, karya karana, karya. So, ka, the ya, you put this upstroke, karya. Don't put kayar. Don't read as kayar. It's karya. The ra adding to a vowel always will be like this. Karya. Second, ka. So to a gunita akshara, when you want to add a ra, it will be like this only. I mean, for to any vowel, it need not be gunita akshara. Any you want to arya, karya. Then like same way, or ya again, o ya or ya. So it will be always for like this. It has to be formed this way. You cannot put it down here like this. For these letters, you cannot put curve. Put a curve on this. All the R will be to the previous letter. To put a curve, it is only to the previous letter, not to this letter. If you want it to be to this letter, it should be only downstroke for two of them, down inverted V for two of them you have seen, and for all the vowel, it is next to the next letter. So specially joining her and the. So see, hla, ich and la, the la is going inside the second part of the ha. This is special. Hla, kya. The here, the ear starts from here and then goes up and comes down. Here, hra. The ra, like other letter, it just put a stroke here. Hra, hra, hrasva, hra. This is hridaya. Only the C of the rikaram goes attaches to the big C. There is a big C and a small c. Hridayani. For id, we want to add two the. You put one the, then another the, like a inverted three. This is uddesha, uddesham. So idda is a common. There is one sloka also. The. So Shraddha Dhana Matparama. Shraddha, that is Iddu plus other the, but this is Uddesha. So Uddesha will be, both are the Alpa Pranada. This will become Idda. If it's Mahaprana, you can add the Mahaprana here. If it is Alpa Prana, be like one below the other. Idda. This is a special form. So these are the special ways which the joints can form. All of them are all consonants, conjunct consonants only. But it's a special way of writing them. So, for example, vya, vya, ta, vi, bhe. See, I am adding the, actually this is also printing wrong. It should be from the second, when there are two lines meeting the Shiroreka, only from the second line, this hook should start. A also, it should start from here only. Second line, see, this is correct. Bhe, abhe, pa, shnya, shnya. So, in Tamil, bhyam, antam, antam, vrishnyam, oshtaha, gnam. So now we go, sorry, we are just exceeding time for 5 more minutes. You can wait, we'll finish this chapter. The Ayoga Vahaha, just you need to know the Anuswaraha, what are they? Some detail. Ayoga Vahaha occur always after a swara. They cannot occur independently and they arise only under some specific conditions. You cannot put, wherever you want to put a makara, you cannot put Anuswara. So you must know where only under specific conditions, both they can be used, even aha also. Both Anuswaraha and Visargaha cannot exist alone, independently, cannot be pronounced independently also. So now coming to Anuswaraha. So it is only a nasal sound. Nasal. May occur only after a swara. Ikum, you cannot say. Ichum, there is no. Chum is there, pum is there, tam. Ikum, imum, ichum, no. It is not there. May occur only after a swara. It is represented by only a dot on the swara. The dot on the preceding letter. Then Anuswara can be used only if it is followed by a consonant. Like for example, now if you want to write na hantum ichami, I must write only hantum makara. I cannot put Anuswara there. Cannot replace the makara. Hantum ichami. We'll come to it later also. Whereas otherwise, bhavantam nama. So bhavantam katam, bhavantam katam. If you say or bhavantam kim or tam, that way the and Anuswara cannot be used as an end. Kim, if you want to write Nama Kim, I cannot say im as Anuswara. I must put ki and then im with a downstroke. Ma and na are the common letters used in the downstroke in the end without a Visarga or Anuswara. So you can use that. They cannot be used when you, like I told you, no, Hantum Ichami, cannot put Anuswara. You must write Makara. Hantum full ma, then halan, then Hantum Ichami. Because E is a swara. Anuswara cannot be used at the end of the sentence. So this has a limitation. We have the scope of Anuswara and limitations of the Anuswara in this slide. Now we are coming to the Visarga. Again, Visarga ha, aha. It's not only aha, aha, ihi, ihi, uhu, uhu. All of them are Visarga ha. So they will only occur after a vowel. Visarga, it is not there. Visarga ha. See, I told you the repa, this is Visarga. Visargaha. Visargaha. Visargaha cannot exist independently. So, it is expiry. Visargaha. Ramaha. Ayogavaha. Krishnaha. So, this only a ha. Ha sound after a swara. May occur only after a swara. There are two dots to the right of that letter. And it takes the preceding swara. Aha, ihi, uhu. Aihi, auhu. Visarga has no hrasva or dirgha variation. All the visargas are only ha, hi, hu, aha, ihi, uhu. And they undergo several modifications like Ramaha cha, Ramascha, Yogishcha, Yogishcha, Punaha eva, Punareva. So there are a lot of things with Visarga. I won't do the Sandhi now. We'll take, as we go into learning the words, that one time only I will teach you this. But you know that Visarga doesn't remain as Visarga always, may change. So commonly, there is a subtle difference between Visargam and Hakaram. Is very mild differences are there. But sometimes we say no, P, P, Aha, like that. There are even in Dhyana Sloka it comes, no. Sahaha, Kahaha, Ahaha, Ahaha, Visargan, Ayoga, Vahaha. So there is one Ha, Ayoga, Vahaha. There is a Ha and Visarga. So you must, there is a subtle difference. Only thing is, this Ayoga, Vahaha, the Ha can make He or Ha or He. Ayoga, Vaheha, Ame, Vahehe, Ayoga, Vahihi, Ayoga, Vahaihi. But this Sarga will only follow the previous letter. There is some subtle difference. What the Ha can do, the Visarga will not do. It will not even change its pattern. It remains only as 1, 2 dot. So that is the Visarga Ha. Then we have the two things changes. Diva Mulyaha, Nupadmaniyaha. Sukha Dukhe. Dukhe. Kama Krodha. So if whenever there is a Visarga followed by the next letter is Ka or Kha. Ka or Kha. Ka means not only Ka, Ke, Ki, Ku, Kra also, Kru also. Any of the Ka series or any of the Kha series. The Khara Vyanjanani, the Ka Varga, it will become a special sound called, it is called the Jivha Mulya. That means Jivha means tongue, Mula is Moolam. So that this ha comes from the almost the back of the tongue. Sukha Dukke. It is not Iskama Krodha. It is from the root base of the tongue. So it is unique pronunciation. You don't write Sigma Mulya. Some books in Vyoma, they put one C up and one C down. Like this, but most lipis I don't get that. So you can just put a dukh alone, but it is a unique pronunciation to be learned by listening to people who are experts, your guru. Dukkena, kama, krodha. And chapter 12 has lot of these I saw today. 12 has lot of this Jihva Mulya. If whoever has went to Bangalore Paranam are benefited with the book, Vyoma book, and they will benefit, and we can also try to get others also, we can try to get the books. So only a pronunciation. In writing, we show Visarga. Many texts give only, some texts give like this and like this, as the Chandra Bindu, like that, and like this, C horizontal, two C's, but we don't have in many, in my system, I don't have. So that is why I put only, you can write only Dukhe, Sukha Dukhe, Kama Krodha. And then it is not compulsory to say. Then we have Jiva Mulya, when should not use Sukha Kshami. Whenever there is a Ksha there, you must not use The Jiva Mulya Sukha Kshami is wrong. This Shukaha Kshami. Then it must be Vritihi Kshama. Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha. And followed by a Ksha, Jiva Mulyaha should not be used. Only full Visargaha form of Ha should be pronounced. So coming to Padmanyaha, this is just Mamakaf Pandavaschaiva. Madhava Pandavaschaiva. So whenever you have a Pavargaha, then you will have, or Pha. Both the Pa or Tha, you will have Pa and Pa. You can get a F sound. Mamakaf, Madhava, F sound will be given. That is the Upadjanya. Then again, it is like blowing air from a damani, that is like a pipe, like Udu Koral, by blowing it. So unique pronunciation to be learned by listening to expert. And Upadmanyaha is a pronunciation only. In writing, Visarga is shown. It is again not compulsory. Pluta is mainly the extended matra. Om is a Pluta. And it is A, E, U can have 3 matras. Then you get a Pluta. And we can read the concept more when you do a Upanishad rendering or the mantras in Vedic studies or other higher studies. We need not know Pluta right away. So these are all some. This is mainly for your benefit. I posted them in the YouTube because you should know how to read them. Hard consonant, soft consonant, nasal letter, and then how they get it and all that. Whatever is the tables in the book I have given you. And so these are the Grihapata I am not going to discuss now. This is today's Grihapata. And you have to do it and submit it. The questions will be given. So to come to the Kshepaha, revision of consonants was done for the base root words. Swarayukta forming vowel based consonants like ka, ka, ki, ki, which so told you. For that, the matra vowels were also taught. The vowel marks were taught in Devanagari script. The Vishesha Aksharaha, the unique letters Cha, Shra, and Nya were taught. Samyukta Aksharaha, the formation and types, and how they have to be added always with the Gunita Akshara was taught. And Ayoga Vahaha, how they can be used Am and Aha, and the Anuswaraha, what are the scope and limitations, and the Visargaha, scope and limitation. Special mention of Yuva Mulyaha and Upadmaniyaha. And now the homework we'll discuss later in the next class during the, because if the time is up. And if you have any questions, once we stop this session, live session, you can always ask. And now we'll end the session with a prayer as usual. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadaha. Shukravasare